talk about the top stock to watch for tomorrow. This is a huge one on my watch list, and I have a little bit of kind of like a bonus tip for you at the end if you would like to see that I'm going to share with you in terms of how I find all of these trades. So just stay tuned for that. Now, what I'm going to show you is on the daily chart, and this is Advanced Micro Devices. It's in the semiconductor space with the amazing CEO, Lisa Su. She basically transformed AMD into what it is now, which is one of the leading semiconductors in the space. And this is ticker symbol AMD, ticker symbol AMD. So we're going to go over the key levels that I see to watch for. Now, we're not going to make a trade until we see good buying pressure. Buying pressure, what I mean is RSI needs to be at least above 50. The MACD needs to curl. These stochastics, they need to bounce. So we need to look for that buying pressure going in. You see a green candle, you go for it, and you make sure that it is confirmed with the second green candle, then make your entrance. That's what we are talking about. Now, for AMD, ticker AMD, what I love is this descending triangle on the daily. So what I look for is the descending triangle. We're going to go to the daily, then to the 90-day, and then to the 5-minute, because I have something that's very curious that I want to show you. Now, of course, all of the semiconductors, the Fed minutes were not that great, interest rate hikes, all of that. Yes, we've heard that about 1 million times now. So you can see it's still being affected by the Fed and the interest rate hikes, and we understand why, but here it is respecting this beautiful support line 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, and now 4 times. And if it respects it again, we can have a nice day trade or swing trade, as it is consolidating beautifully, and it can go up above that 200 MA. So if we look over at the 90-day, we're just going to look over here. Look at that. That's so beautiful. That's such a beautiful trade that you can see. So I would like to get it at 102.20. So that would be our first entrance, is 102.20. And we, of course, we have to see buying pressure, so we have to see those green candles. And then we could go up here. This is our first price target, 106.20. So that will give us a nice little 10% gain. And if it's still continuing, no sellers have come in, we can go all the way up to 111. So our second price target is 111. Then if it keeps going, or if you're swing trading it, we can go all the way up to 120 psychological area. And then we will check back in to see if it goes even further. But this is an absolutely great trade. It's a great risk reward. And I'm very happy about it. I love AMD. I think it's a really great long-term buy and a great company. So we can see right here that it also has this really beautiful gap up to fill between the 200 MA and that is the 50 EMA. So it has this gap up to fill, and most gaps are filled. So that is another thing that we can be very bullish on. And as you can see with this long wick right here, the buyers did step in, so that is a good sign, but I would rather like to see a little bit more of a green candle tomorrow. So if you can wait until tomorrow, that is more preferable. But just look at this. This is so beautiful. It's a really beautiful descending triangle that we can see there. And let's go to the weekly. If we look at the weekly, it is making a new support level off of this previous resistance. We can see right here, which is another bullish pattern. So if we go back to the daily, you know, it has been skirting a little bit with the 200 MA, but it doesn't look like it's respecting it a lot. If we look the Bollinger Bands, just be a little bit aware of that because it is in a descending pattern. So it is a bit more bearish. I think that was just because of the Fed news. And here's the little bonus I was talking about. If you can see right here, like, look at that. All of that volume. It's up above the VWAP. Take that off there. It's up above the VWAP, and it did get above the 200 MA on the 5-minute chart. So, I mean, that's great. That's really bullish. It stayed above the VWAP for most of the time, and investors, especially institutional investors, like to finish the day off with buying, and buy they did. They bought a lot of AMD, so I'm expecting, since futures are green right now, for there to be a nice gap up, but as you can see, there is a nice solid support line. Of course, if we break that down, the next one down will be at 89.67. So we really do want to have a tight stop loss at 98.50 because we don't want to go all the way down. Or it could go to 94.53. But just so we don't take any chances with that one, we want to have a very tight stop loss because I do think if it gets below this, it's not going to be pretty. So we want to make sure that it stays consolidating. But anyway, the Supergirl investor here to save the world and make you wealthy. And if you want any other stocks for me to do, please leave a like and let me know in the comments below what stock you would like me to check out next or what stock you are bullish on. Some updates: I did talk about Celsius this morning, and we basically like scalped that so well. So whoever caught that this morning in the morning video and on my Twitter, congratulations. We really did amazing on that one. And then also Costco and UNH, United Healthcare, we did fantastic on those as well, especially after the Fed meeting. They just basically went to all-time highs, and I'm expecting them to keep going to all-time highs because they're great for interest rate hikes. And then I just put another video out for Alliance Bernstein, ticker symbol AB, with the key levels and the resistances or the price targets as well, just because I think that it's a really good stock for interest rate hikes, as well as Costco and United Healthcare. So those are some ideas. As traders, we just want to make sure that we can trade in any single climate or any single trading environment. If you want to hear about any other stocks, just leave a comment below. I'm very happy to help with any investing ideas that I have, and I'll let you know what I see as far as those stocks go. All right, have a wonderful and profitable day tomorrow. Signing off. Oh, and let's get all parents in yachts by 2025. Please. That's my mission in life.